Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome to another video. Today I'm going through the top 5 add-ons you need for Microsoft Flight Simulator coming into 2021. Now today's list is a little bit different. We're taking a look at some essential items for Microsoft Flight Simulator, although I've tried not to include add-ons I've included in videos before, so I've talked about none of these in this format before. You guys seem to love these videos, so I pump them out as much as I can, so be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you love everything about aviation. I do flight sim videos, flight training videos, trip reports and a lot more, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. But now let's hop into this video. So, an absolutely smashing add-on that slipped under my radar for a long while was the WorkingTitle CJ4. Now this is a bit like the Salty Simulation 747 fly-by-wire A320NX in the term that it replaces the systems of a default aircraft and heavily improves many aspects surrounding it. Now I'm not going to lie, I'd say this is probably the best out of the three in terms of an upgraded system. Hopping into the cockpit, we've got an almost completely remodeled FMS, redesigned autopilot. I'm not a pro at this aircraft, in fact I rarely fly it, however this add-on has drawn me to it. A recent update was when they also added Com2, and unlike the default Microsoft Flight Simulator version, the flight director and autopilot are not connected. A bunch of features of which it would take me a while to go through. You can see they've added a fully functional IRS system, and you got to remember guys, this is completely built from the ground up. They didn't really have much to work from. The default FMS in the Citation wasn't anywhere near as advanced as the likes of the 747 and A321, so the amount of work they've put into this is overwhelming. They've also sorted out some stuff with the PFD. The whole list is available on the GitHub download. If you want some late night reading, there you go, you've got it. The flight model has also been improved. It is a really swell aircraft. I cannot believe it slipped under my nose. It's been right in front of me this whole time. It is outstanding. Number 1, definitely the best native Microsoft Flight Simulator add-on in this video today, bringing a bunch of new features to a fantastic aircraft. I highly recommend it. So some of you may have noticed these clouds do look very good minus the pixelation, which is a default Microsoft Flight Simulator error, and that is because I'm using a well-known but fantastic payware add-on, which is of course Rex Weather Force. Now Rex Weather Force is a truly fantastic application that is basically a weather engine, i.e. it injects the live weather into Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now you may be wondering, why would I need to do that if there's live weather? Well, because Rex Weather Force is much better. The clouds do look a lot better, I have to say, especially in some conditions, although it does look a bit like cotton candy at times. On top of this, you also get many weather presets. If we stop weather synthesis, go into DWP, which means dynamic weather preset, and after a little while, normally about 20 seconds, you get your new weather injected. I don't know what the delay is, it is a bit annoying. The delay seems to be longer when you're swapping between live weather and a weather preset. If we click approaching warm front now, you can see it changes over, and my goodness, this has to be my favourite. Approaching warm front. I mean, this looks great. Looks much better than the default Microsoft Flight Simulator version, I have to say. The cloud layers look better, which means from a higher altitude it looks a lot more realistic. The pixelation is of course a default Microsoft Flight Simulator bug that cannot be ironed out. It is a bit annoying, I'll admit, but hopefully in the future with DirectX 12 coming along, it will be sorted, but I can't promise anything. Rex Weather Force works off TAFs, which are weather forecasts, and METARs, which means you get completely accurate weather for the airports you're flying out of. You can see here I've got the most common airports I fly to: Gatwick, Heathrow and Norwich, and this is just easy because I could just click on that, it will give me the weather, and I'll click start weather synthesis, and that weather will be replicated in my sim. It is a lot better than the default Microsoft Flight Simulator live weather. I highly recommend it. It costs just over $20 US, which is around £15 here in the UK, and trust me guys, it's worth it. You won't go back to live weather, after it. Looking at the weather from the cockpit, it looks absolutely remarkable. So far we've had 2 add-ons, the WorkingTitle CJ4, here we're flying now, and Rex Weather Force, both very capable add-ons, both very good add-ons. Now let's move on to our third one, and this is a widely used application. It is very popular, so many of you will have heard of it, but if you haven't, I'm recommending it now. Now, for my third add-on or application, I'm recommending VATSIM. VATSIM standing for the Virtual Air Traffic Network Simulation. This, my friends, does exactly what it says on the tin. It replicates air traffic. This kind of gives it away in the name, but it basically adds human air traffic control to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've done a video on how to set it up, link in the top now. It is incredibly realistic, and I highly recommend it for anyone that would like to push those boundaries of realism even higher. Now, I'm pretty new to VATSIM, I'm not 100% familiar with all the phraseology yet, although I've done a few IFR flights. I will be starting a tutorial series on it in the not so distant future. I am a bit wobbly sometimes, but I do really enjoy it. You can fly both VFR and IFR on there. Not going to keep you here long, because there's not too much to go through. But you have human controllers who are very kind, normally I should say, not always. And of course you have live traffic by the other people that are flying around in the virtual skies. Now let's move on to our fourth add-on. Now the next add-on really blew me away, coming into number 4, although this is in no particular order. We've got FSPM, which is a beautiful VFR map. Go up to the menu bar and you can see we've got it here. Just drag and drop it into your community file as per normal. If we click on it, you can see we get a VFR map that is very well made. Not only does it give you an open street data map, giving you place names, of course, it gives you numerous metrics regarding your flight, from altitude, vertical speed, airspeed, heading, all the way down to temperature and wind speed. Now, when you first start this up, you may get it in the top right corner around here. All you need to do is drag it, if you can find the bar, and then of course expand it. This also means you can teleport, which is very nice. If I want to teleport myself near to Manchester, I can. That is a very good feature, I have to admit. It does mess up autopilot, although it doesn't normally erase your flight plan. You can also change your speed and, of course, your altitude like you could in Flight Simulator X. Personally, it's one of my favourite add-ons so far. Very well made, looks very nice. You can make it center on you, and you can also make it show you different types of airspace, VORs and nav aids. I mean, that is a must-have right there. It's also very easy to resize it how you like. I prefer to keep it up there, so just so I can keep an eye on my location. Perfect for any VFR flying, although you can use it to teleport around, so it could be a good utility like that. I think I found a very good add-on here, guys. Shout out to the developer. I mean, this is probably my favourite add-on today because it is, of course, a small developer. But, of course, every single add-on in this video are very well made, otherwise I wouldn't be featuring them. Okay, so our final add-on today actually brings us back onto the main menu, through to activities, bus trips, and you can see here we've got a variety of new kind of, they say activities, but these are more lessons that should really be in the tutorial section, but they're not. Some of you may be familiar with the developer FS Academy. They've already made FS Academy IFR, which teaches you all of the basics and advanced bits about IFR. I tried it out, link at the top, and it was fantastic. Taught me so much about IFR flying. Now here we can see we've got a bunch of new VFR lessons, from the basic VFR lesson or to circuits, night flying, all the way to cross-country flights. Now this is payware, you can get it off Sim Market for around £15 I believe, and there is sales often, meaning you can get it for £9 at times, but for the knowledge you get, it is certainly worth it. As you can see, when you click on one, you get a brilliant starting screen that gives you the rundown of the mission or tutorial, whatever you like to call it. Shows you the waypoints, shows you the aircraft you're flying. If we click fly, it starts up. You also get a fantastic manual on the screen here now that gives you a rundown of all the lessons before you even fly them.
Going to land just yet, so maintain circuit altitude of 1,000 feet and fly overhead the runway, tracking the centre line.
As you can see, we're doing the lesson now. We've got wonderful voiceovers.
Everywhere for consistency.
Now, I'm not going to lie, it's quite difficult to do the lesson and record a video while voicing that over, so I'm not going to follow it correctly. I've already done this lesson before. I'm going to leave this lesson now, just a little showcase of how it works. You have the instructor, of course you can hear it, and it is a very clear voice. They've done a great job at making this a bunch of essential skills about VFR flying. So there you have it, a bunch of add-ons to keep you busy as we move into 2021. Let's hope it's a good year. It certainly will be for flight simulation, with plenty of fantastic add-ons from payware to freeware coming on the line. Tell me what add-on you enjoyed today. That's probably the best video with the highest quality add-ons in today. Not all of them free, of course, 2 of them were payware. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done already. I've got a buy me a coffee now, so if you want to support the channel through donations, feel free, the link is in the description. But as always, you guys sharing, liking and subscribing is most valuable to me. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video has opened your eyes up to some more fantastic add-ons. But from me today, that is all. Bye bye.